Trains and buses, games and songs, come join us and sing along. Transit Tots is where I'll be, the coolest place in NYC. Welcome to Transit Tots.
Hello everyone, welcome to Transit Tots. My name is Ben and I work at the New York Transit Museum in Brooklyn, New York, where we think about all things transportation and how we move around our cities. So today at Transit Tots we have some fun activities to share with you all. But first, let's all settle in together a little bit. Can we do that by taking a big breath together? Shall we try that? Big breath in, here we go. And a big breath out. Let's do that one more time. Big breath in. And a big breath out. Very good. So are you feeling relaxed and settled in and ready for the rest of the show? Me too. So we start Transit Tots the same way every time, and that is by singing our hello song. Have you heard the hello song before? If you haven't, don't worry, because I'll sing it 2 times. You can listen the first time and join in the second time. Here we go. Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm waving, I hope that you are too. Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm waving, I hope that you are too. Well done everyone, did you enjoy singing the hello song together? Fantastic. So today we're going to learn a little bit about subway signalling, how it works, what the signals look like, and of course what those signals mean. But first, let's use our imaginations for a second. Imagine you're walking through your neighbourhood and you need to cross the street. Now when we want to safely cross the street, we have to look for the walk sign. And the walk sign is a light that comes on and it lets us know that we found a safe place to cross the street and also that it's a safe time to cross the street as well. Now subway trains also use coloured lights called signals to know when it's safe to move forward through the tunnels, when we need to go slow through the tunnels, and most importantly when we need to stop. And signals work in a very similar way to the traffic lights or stop lights that are used by cars and buses above ground too. So just like traffic lights or stop lights as they're also known, subway signals use 3 different colours to show the train operator or train driver what to do. So here is my very own subway signal that I've made myself, and I'll show you how you can make your own subway signal at home very soon. But let's look at the 3 different colours that we see here. At the very top we have green, in the middle we have yellow, and at the bottom we have red, of course. So green, yellow, red. Now if you saw a stoplight up on the street where the cars and the buses go, it might be in this order with red at the top, yellow in the middle, and green at the bottom. But in the New York subway, it's the other way around. Green is at the top and red is at the bottom. So I'm sure you all know that when we see a green light, that of course means that we can go. That means it's safe to move forward, and in the subway it means there's no trains up ahead and the tracks are clear and we can move safely forward. So that is green. Now let's skip to the bottom and look at our red light for a second. Do you know what red means? When we see a red light, what do? We stop. And in fact we stop and stay. And that means we need to wait until a green light until we can start moving. So green means to go, or as we say in the subway, to proceed. Red means to stop and stay. And yellow means something a little different. Now, when we see yellow above ground on our streets, it usually means that there's a red light coming soon and we should get ready to stop. But on the subway, yellow actually means something a little different. Yellow means that we can still go so long as we're safe and slow. Or we say, proceed with caution. So we can go so long as it's safe and slow, but it also means there might be a red light up ahead. So green means go, yellow means go, but go slowly and safely, and red, of course, means to stop. So now that we've learned what these 3 signals that we might find on the subway mean, and what they look like, shall we have a go at making our very own subway signals at home? Here we go.
So here's what we'll need to make our very own subway signals at home. We'll start with a piece of cardboard, then we'll use some paper or cardstock, a round object like a cup or a coaster, some markers or crayons for colouring in, some fun tack or putty for sticking things down, and finally a helpful adult who can use scissors to cut out our subway signals. And here's what all those things look like when we gather them up together. Okay, are you ready to give it a try? So first of all, make sure that your piece of cardboard is a nice long rectangle shape. If it isn't quite the right shape, you can always ask an adult to cut it into the right shape for you. So we're going to start with a sheet of paper or card, and we're going to draw 3 coloured circles, one red, one green, and one yellow for our subway signals. So first I'm going to draw around my circular object, such as a cup. You can also use a coaster or an old CD. So that will give us one circle. I'm going to do the same thing with my green marker, so we'll have a red circle and a green circle. And make sure your round object is something that you can clean afterwards so that we don't leave any crayon or marker colours on our round object. There we go, so we have red, green and yellow circles. Now we're going to take our markers one more time and we're going to carefully colour them in. Now the good thing about this is we don't have to be too careful, because if we go over the lines, we're actually going to cut those circles out later. So if we go over the lines, all the extra colour will get cut off anyway. And you can see I'm colouring in my circles starting from the middle and going out the way in a big spiral, and that's so that it kind of looks a little bit more like a flashing light. But you can colour your circles in whichever way you like. Just make sure we have one red, one yellow, and here's my green circle as well. There you go. So once you've coloured in your 3 circles, it might be time to ask an adult to help you, someone who can use a pair of scissors and cut out these 3 circles for you. So as you can see, I'm carefully cutting out my 3 circles. And you'll notice that as I do that, because I'm following that line that we drew in the very beginning, all the parts where we coloured outside the lines get cut off, so we're left with nice, clean circles that look very much like subway signals. So there's our red, green, and finally our yellow signals all cut out and ready to go. So now I just have to remember which order they go in. Can you all remember which order the colours go in? That looks like it might be getting close. Okay, so now we go back to our rectangular piece of card, and this is where our fun tack or putty or something sticky comes in. We're going to take one little piece of our putty, put one at one side, one piece in the middle, and then one at the other side, so they're all in a row. 1, 2, 3. Now we can take our circular signals and press them down on the putty so that they stick into place. There's our green, there's our yellow, and finally, of course, our red. And there you have it. That's how you make your very own subway signals at home. But if you're feeling particularly adventurous, perhaps you can experiment using some different colours or different shapes, just like this. So I've made 3 different shapes: a square, a triangle, and a diamond. And you can experiment with different shapes and different colours as well. The limit is your imagination.
So did you all enjoy learning how to build your very own subway signals? Fantastic. Did anybody experiment with different colours or different shapes? Very good. So hold on to your very own subway signals, because very soon we'll have another Transit Tots video all about signalling, and we'll learn a brand new song, and we'll use our signals to play a musical game to join in with the song. So I hope you've had a fun time hanging out with us here at Transit Tots for today. Let's think about all the fun things we've done together. So in the beginning we sang our hello song, where we waved. Then we learnt a little bit about subway signalling, what those signals look like and what they mean. And we learned how to build our very own subway signal that we'll use for our future Transit Tots video as well. So I hope you've had a fun time hanging out. We're here every week with different games and activities that are all transit related. So we hope to see you all again very soon. Bye-bye.
Trains and buses, games and songs, come join us and